This might be fun. I just went out and measured my, was it 7x14 trailer with a ramp door. So that's what I sketched here. So, and I measured all the inside dimensions. So this is to the inside that's usable space. And then I traced it here. So this is just a 2D line drawing. And then I made a copy, moved it up here, and highlighted it. And you click on this yellow feature down here. And then you can turn it into something. I made it a polyline solid, okay? So that's what this is. Up here is a polyline solid. And now this is not yellow down here, it's black. And that gives me the opportunity to look at it like this. And when you do a polyline solid, it always defaults to concrete. So that's what I had. And then I went, oh, wait, you know what? It'll look really good in glass house or clay. So there's clay. Clay's kind of lame, actually. But what I wanted to see was the actual usable inside space of the trailer. There's no sense for me to draw the trailer with the walls and everything, because really I just want to maximize the use of this block. This is the outer face. Like if you're standing inside the trailer, this would fit perfectly in there. This edge would touch the plywood on this wall, and this edge would touch the plywood on that wall. And the height, the only discrepancy is it's 83 inches from the deck to the little flange where the plywood stops. And it's a 1/4 inch less, 82 3/4 down here. So it's minimal. So I made this whole thing square at 82 3/4. But as I was doing this, and I jumped back to here, I thought, why can't I create a wall type that is 1/2 inch thick plywood? Then I could actually trace this, and I can make a floor type that's 3/4 of an inch. And I could actually have a room that would allow a lot of things. Like I could bump cabinets into it. And so that's what I'm going to try to do now. And I thought, maybe I should record this, because this is all out there. I've never done what I'm about to try now. I have never done before. So let's think about this. So I'm going to go, does it matter if it's exterior or interior? I wonder if that has to do with like footings and stuff. I don't know. Let's just go exterior for now. Wall types. Glass shower wall is skinny. Look at that. And then I could define it and copy it and call this trailer plywood wall. Whoops. Something like that, whatever. And then change this material to sheathing paneling. No, that's not it. Oh no, I read it wrong. It's this one. Excuse me. Yeah, it's OSB, so let's just use it. I'm not a big fan, but it's what they used. OSB. Interior layers. I have no idea. There's nothing. Wow. That's just sitting there waiting. Line weight 18. No, let's make that more like 8. Well, that's not even, I'm not even highlighting that. Make this more like 8. Oh, and you know what? When I get done with this, I'm going to actually make a wall that has the thickness of the trailer so that I can show how I'm going to do. Let me think about this for a minute. I need to know. Okay, so this is going on one of my lists. I need to either take the plywood off and measure it, which is going to be the best answer, or go online to Pace Trailers and find out the dimensions of their studs. I have a feeling excuse me, that they're like 1 inch wide by 1.5 inches. That's going to be my guess. I don't know. I think they're tubular. I've seen some trailers use hat channel looking metal. I think these are tubes, but I won't know. So I guess I'm going to have to take the plywood off. So I'm going to do that someday when it gets warmer. So let's just start off with this 1/2 inch. Let's give it a fill of, I don't know. That's kind of green. Let's just go with a gray. 50% gray sounds good. Oh yeah. Hey, so Chief, when you're offering me colors, can you figure out how to not always put the color option like way over here or on another display? I have one display right now, so it works. Look how much space you have here in this, whatever window you're popping up. When somebody clicks on this little color box, the color option should be part of this. And okay, I would move this preview width somewhere, and I would make the color option like that. And then, shrink down all this other goofy stuff. I know this is Apple's proprietary color picker. But if you could say, hey, activate the color picker and put it right here, anchored to this upper left, lower, whatever, however you want to do it. Because then all I got to do is go, okay. See that? Painless. All right. So we've got a trailer plywood wall. This is exciting. Now, what I need to do is, so it's drawn on the wrong side. Okay, so I need to draw it from the other way. Yep. So I don't know if you noticed, but I was looking down. Oh, you know what? Let's try Dan Baumann's. Start with the right click. Let go. And then from now on, when you let go and drag, you just have to left click. Oh, this is genius. Thanks, Dan. So now I should technically have a room. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, I do. It's too tall though. So that's the other thing. I got to go in here, check the room. Structure. How tall was this again? 82 3/4. Let's not have a flat ceiling over this. Let's not do that. If it has a floor, yeah, it needs a roof. If it has a floor, let's edit the floor. Not this. Yeah. Oh, hey, look at this. We're going to delete this. And this, we're going to delete. Boom. Okay. Now let's take a look at this. And we're in vector. I'd even put the the molding. That's hilarious. It actually does have molding. I'm not a big fan of vector view. Let's look at standard. Okay, this is going to work good. So while we're here, let's take the moldings off. And the other thing is they didn't do the plywood like this. What they did was this is killing me. I gotta fix something here. This camera is how do I grab that? I think I want to grab that. Yeah, that's what I wanted. So the plywood that they chose runs left to right, even though the joists run left to right. So what they did is not typical for framing, is to run the axis of the strength axes of the plywood in the same direction as the joist, because the fiber is long ways. So it causes cupping over time. So if it was me and I was replacing this, I would take all this out. Oh, dude, that's what I can do. I take it all out. I'll get some 3/4 inch Advantech, and I will figure out how wide I got to cut it, and I'll cut the amount off each edge to make this centered. And then I will break it on a floor member. Or since my neighbor is a master welder, I really could have him, while this frame is off, put in some plating across here just to beef it up in case I ever want to haul something heavy. Well, what's my limit? 4,000 pounds, really? Huh. Boy, this is giving me all kinds of expensive ideas. Oh, so to make this look cool, let's do a doorway. But we can't have any trim. Oh, come on. Really? So we're going to have to fix all that. Cancel. So the door should be 6 foot 6.25 wide and 6 foot. Oh, I'm sorry, 6 foot 5. Think about this for a minute. That's how tall, that's how wide. Okay. 6 foot 5.25. And this is 6 foot 6.25. That can't be right. Okay, now no casing, no lintel, no jam. You know, it'd even work better than that. That's pretty cool that it's an opening. But if I was to make this not an awning, but the tilt out windows that tilt out like they're catching rain, not called an auger, some other name. Anyways, that might be cool. So there, I went from the 3D cement block. So now we can look at these in Glass House. And I need to get this silly camera. So the thing about the 3D is let me show you. If you aim the center of the camera to the center of what you want to look at, then it rotates really nicely. So there you go. Oh, I like this. So don't really need this anymore. I'm just going to delete the whole thing. Yeah, there we go. All right. So this is the actual face to face space that I have in this trailer. I forgot to measure the door. There's a man door over here, so I need to go back and measure that. And then I can start modeling how I want to lay this out, because this is going to be multi-configured for different tasks. Like the first task, everything that's in this old little shed over here is going in here, so I can tear down the old shed and then build a little bit bigger, nicer one. But it's very versatile. So some of the things I want to consider, and I'm totally open to suggestions. I have 6 pieces of 10-foot E-track and 4 pieces of 5-foot E-track. And I was going to come up a certain amount, I don't know, 24 inches, and then go up another, maybe down 24 inches. I don't know yet. I don't know what I have that would be specific in height requirement, but I have enough E-track that I could do 2 on the walls each and 2 on the floor. and all of those would be 10 feet long. And then I'd have to cut them down here because this is like 47 inches, and I have 5-footers. So I could put 2 on each one of these also. And then I have 4 hard point anchors that are drilled through with a hole saw, and then a mounting plate on the bottom is added. So they're pretty stout, actually. So these are some of the things. And I haven't planned on building like permanent shelving and things in here because I don't plan on using this as a work trailer because I don't need it. But I was thinking of a combination of Milwaukee pack out for when I do want to bring things like that. And just slipped my mind. Oh, I know what it was. Those Costco / Home Depot big shelves, those big metal shelves with the wire on them. I could put 1x4 or additional plywood underneath the feet because that's the load point where it would most weight is pressing, and then use the ratchet strapping E-track to hold the shelving tight to the wall. Now that's a cheapy way of doing it because stuff's going to fall off the shelf or it's going to rattle quite a bit. But in a hurry, if I needed to put shelving on both sides, I have a couple of those racks from I want to say Home Depot. I don't know. Don't remember. But one of the plans I'd like to do, this trailer comes with one little dome light right up here, and they make a big deal in the marketing about it being LED, so it doesn't use a lot of power. I bought some 4-foot little LED strip lighting back in like 2019. It was really inexpensive. It was like $30 maybe or $40. And they daisy chain to each other, and I have them in a very small, like 1-car garage. And it's like brighter than the brightest daylight when you turn on all the lights in there. It's crazy. So I was thinking of getting some of that and zip tying it to the roofing spars or whatever you call them. They're not rafters, but whatever. But I thought that would be kind of cool because they daisy chain from, the end of this one to the beginning of the next one to the end of the next one to the beginning of the next one. And there's plenty of slack. So that's not going to be a problem. And then the guy at the trailer place that sold me the trailer, he said he sees people drilling a hole right here at the front where you see my cursor, big enough to run a power cord through. So I've seen on Amazon, it takes a 2.5-inch hole saw, but it's an actual plug that's designed to be like the male end of a prong on the outside, and then it comes inside with like a 1-foot bit of cord to a female end. And that might work. The only downside would be you have to get up under there to plug in your trailer when you want to plug it in. You'd have to reach up under there. So what I don't want to do is run an actual cable that could become damaged, and then I have to actually replace the cable. So I would like a disconnect or some kind of breakaway right there. So I'm thinking that might be the best option. And then fasten that like the receiver end or the female end up here somewhere. Either build shelving in here or use E-track and make shelves that are hung on the E-track so they can be removable. And then this power can come up here and from there go to like a 6-port splitter or power strip or something like that. And part of that would run the lights in here. And eventually I'll get smart enough on how to do battery stuff. And I'll put a battery in here, like a deep V marine battery. Since I live near the ocean, I'm sure there's lots of people that carry really high, like high quality batteries that last a long time. And a slow trickle conditioner charger so that if this is just sitting around and I need to go use it in a week or two, I just plug the trailer in, everything starts getting all charged up and perfect. so that if I don't have power right away, these lights don't draw a lot of watts, then a good marine battery could run them for quite a long time just on battery power. So there you go. And this is all in Chief Architect. I would have done this in AutoCAD just because I'm really comfortable in AutoCAD. I've never thought of using Chief as a just a CAD program. But once again, Dan Baumann and his class, he said at its core, this is a CAD program. It doesn't just have to be for houses. So anyways, there you go. I'm going to play with this for a bit, and I will post any kind of cool things that I think about. And I'll be reading all the comments because I'd really like to get suggestions on, like, people are gonna say, so, oh hell, I gotta answer the phone. Turn off the video.